Francisco, what is going on, brother? This is Nick O'Neill with Leo Digital SEO. Do appreciate you reaching out on Facebook, and I do appreciate your patience. Had about 65 plus business owners reach out to me, so along with the research and putting the video together and sending it out, it has taken a bit longer than I thought it would. So nonetheless, I do have this video here that's going to have 3 points for you, and that's going to be content, backlinks, and citations. Then I'm going to show you the opportunity of taking these steps for your business and just how lucrative it can be if done correctly. So I did try clicking on your website, and it's looking like it's a no-go right now. So for the sake of the video, we're going to use the top competition in the area. Oh, not this one. We're going to use the top competition in the area for painting, and that's CertaPro Painters. When I put in painting, Burnaby, Canada, these are the guys that show up. So we're going to use them as an example for the video's sake, just to get you in through it. All right, first things first is content. When you get that website back up, you're going to want to get 1,500 to 200 words on the home page because that's what Google likes to see. Now that's depending on competition and the number of keywords needed. If you're asking what a keyword is, Francisco, a keyword is anything someone might type into Google when they're looking for a particular service or product. So in your content, you can place these keywords throughout to tell Google exactly what terms you want your website found for. For an example, some of your keywords could be exterior painting, Burnaby, Canada, exterior painting, Burnaby, Canada, metallic epoxy, Burnaby, Canada. You get the idea, right? Service plus city equals keyword. So we got CertaPro Painters in here, and we see that they're at roughly, 1,300 words. So they're doing pretty good on that end. You're going to want to get to 1,500. Nonetheless, you don't want to get even with them for two reasons. Reason number one being Google does not consider your website a figurative authority till you hit that 1,500 mark. And reason number two is you don't want to miss out on any of those keywords that I just told you about, as just one keyword could drive in 5 to 15 jobs. So enough on the content side. Let's go ahead and take a look at the next point, and that's going to be backlinks. Now, a backlink is anywhere you find one website linking to another, or in this case, it's going to be one website linking back to Goyes Painting's website. So what these links do is they act like an endorsement from your website from others, and Google basically uses this to build trust in your business and your website by seeing other websites vouch for you. The best example that I can give of this to keep it simple is, in Google's eyes, it's like a popularity contest. With the person with the most websites pointing back to theirs is winning that quote unquote popularity contest. So when you're winning that popularity contest, when someone puts this in, right, you're going to be the first one to show up, and because Google's, thinks you're the one winning the popularity contest. So let's go ahead and take a look at my tool Eris. This is a tool that I use and pay for monthly. There are free tools out there that you can use. This is just what I go with that gives me the all-in-one data for it. But we see that you got 0 backlinks and 0 websites pointing back to yours. And if we look at CertaPros, we see that they've got 17 backlinks and 11 other websites pointing back to them. So the good news is if it works for them, it 1000% will work for you. And we can go in and see exactly what websites they've got going back to the page. And so these would be those websites, right? I do want to point out that not all links are created equal, so it is worth noting stay relevant to your industry, and local websites will work best. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Google Map Pack section here. I don't know if you have a Google Business profile up, but if you don't, you're going to want to go ahead and get that up and popping. So the citations, right, is, a citation is basically anywhere your business name, address, and phone number are, exactly as it's shown right here on your Google Business profile page. And so these citations, they help you rank in this map pack here, which is extremely important for local businesses since they generate huge amounts of revenue. For an example, if someone puts in painting Burnaby, Canada, you want to be in that top 3 section, right? Nobody's going to click more businesses or go to page 2 or 3 looking for business from those guys. It'd be the same as if you did like restaurants near me or roofers near me or anything like that. If you see Google putting these businesses in the top 3, you're going to reach out to them first because everybody trusts Google, and if Google's saying this is where you should look, most likely that's where they're going to look, right? Same applies here with your business. So back to the citations, they're including directories like Yelp, Angie's Expertise, BBB, and then tons of others I'm sure you may have heard of. Social media accounts are great as well. For an example, on your Facebook business page, you would want to put your business name, address, and phone number exactly as it's shown right here on your Facebook business page. And Google would see that and count that as one citation. So then you've got Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, the list goes on and on and on, right? And the idea is that your brand begins to be found by Google all over the internet. And the larger your online presence is, the more Google trusts you. And so once they start to see more often these cats right here, then the more likely it is they're going to rank you above them. Now, let's do a quick recap, and I'm going to show you exactly how this is going to be, so lucrative for you. So once you get that website back up and running, you're getting those 1,500 to 2,000 words that we talked about, along with those keywords sprinkled in there. And then next, you're starting to win that, popularity contest with Google on the backlinks. You've got other websites pointing back to your website. And then last but not least, you've got, your Google business profile up. You're starting to get those citations and reviews up. Let's take a look at why that's going to be so lucrative. We see CertaPro over there in Burnaby. We see that they're getting roughly 275 people to their website per month. And that's all for those 3 points alone that we talked about, right? Now let's say that this was Goyes Painting's website and you had roughly 275 people visiting your website a month because you're doing better than these cats are at those 3 points. Let's say of those 275, let's say only 40 decide to pick up the phone and call, say, hey, Francisco, can you come bid on a job? And of those 40, let's say you and your team only close even half of those. Well, I know from being in the epoxy industry and from being in the painting industry and flooring industry that, 20 new jobs per month is going to do a heck of a lot for the profit margins and for your pockets and revenue. And so, also the numbers are also a lot higher than what Eris is showing. We don't have Google's exact numbers, but yeah, Francisco, that is what I do for a living. Had a bit of reprieve, so I'm making this video for you and the business, to start helping generating some leads online and more traffic and more revenue for the business as well. So, if you did find yourself wanting to start scaling the business or you want some more information, feel free to reach out. I can get that to you. Or, maybe we talk about the goals and I can do the research, find out exactly what could be realistic for your business and what it might take to reach those goals. One way or another, brother, I do just ask that you leave one line of feedback. After you get done watching this, I would greatly appreciate that. Maybe something was unclear, or maybe you loved it all. Either way, just let me know and get back to me after you get done watching this. Again, my name is Nick O'Neill, and feel free to reach out. My door is always open.